Hi, I am working and I have an experience of 8 plus years. So today I will start C# coding, C#.NET from scratch. So to start C# coding, first we should have Windows operating system installed at our laptop or desktop, whatever we have. To start coding, we have to install Visual Studio. So which version of Visual Studio we have to install? So we can install either 2017 or 2019, but I will recommend to install 2022. Now there is a very common query asked by the fresher or students that is there any prerequisite to learn C#.NET like C or C++? Then the answer is no. There is no prerequisite to learn C#.NET. Now after installation of Visual Studio, just go to Visual Studio and double click on that to open the Visual Studio. So I have already opened. Thereafter, to create a new project in console application, we will have to go file, then new, and thereafter project, and then give the name of our application. So I will give the introduction. Thereafter, this is my location, so you can see here. Then give the name and location of your project, and finally click on OK button. So I will click on OK button, and you have to select console app.NET framework to start coding in console app. Okay, you can see here console app.NET framework. Thereafter, I will click on OK button to create the application with the name of introduction. So now our solution has been open. Now open program.cs file and build the application to check build succeed or not. So program.cs has already opened. So this is inside Solution Explorer. So if Solution Explorer is not visible here, so we can go to view and then click on Solution Explorer. After click on Solution Explorer, it will be visible here. Then we can click here, and inside that we can click on double click on program.cs. Program.cs will be open. So our program has been open. Now we have to build our solution to check build is succeed or not. Okay, so before build this solution, we will see what is the mean of build solution, why we build the solution, and there is another two option more: build solution, rebuild solution, clean solution, and then run the application. So first we will see the build solution. It complete the code that complete code files that are changed last time. So to understand this build solution, we should aware about what is assembly. So where is build solution? Go to build and just click on build solution. So what is assembly? When we build the application, means when I will click on this build solution, so when we build the application, assembly is generated inside bin folder. So it is either .exe or .dll. Exe means executable and DLL means dynamic link library. So when we build the application from here, build solution, when we build the application, assembly is generated inside bin folder. Okay, so to go to the bin folder, we have to right click on this program.cs and go to the open containing folder. There is a bin folder, double click on that. Inside that there is a debug folder, double click on that, and we can say nothing is here. So what it is saying, when we build the application, assembly is generated, and the assembly will be either .exe or .dll. But we can see here there is no file with extension .exe or .dll. So when .exe is generated and when .dll is generated, in our case we are working on console application, so here .exe will be generated. But in case of class library or any web application, .dll will be generated. Okay, so for now console application .exe is generated when we build the application. So I am going to build the application so that exe will be generated here. So build solution, you can see here a status bar: build started, and then build succeed. You can see here build has been succeed. Now you can see here there are 3 files. So exe has generated. After building the application. Okay, Now, and this is .exe because this is console application. Now we understood that what is build application. It complete the code that file change, that code files that are changed last time. Okay. Now what's the mean by rebuild solution? What is meant by the rebuild solution? For example, we have built the solution. If I will go and rebuild the solution, then what it will do? It delete all previously compiled files and compile the application from scratch. It means that if you have, suppose if we have changing here something, anything, and again if you are going to rebuild the application, then previously we have built the application, so that will be deleted and it will build the application from scratch. But suppose if we have changes something like this and again we are going to build, then it will check only this changes in that exe file, only this changes. Okay, so this is the difference between build and rebuild solution. Now what is clean solution? It will remove all generated .exe or .dll file, in our case .exe. So when I will clean the solution, so before cleaning we have to see there is 3 files inside bin folder. So when I will clean this solution, this file should be removed from here. Okay, let's see. I will clean the solution. Yeah, file has been removed. So in real time project, if we found any issue in Visual Studio, so mostly time first we clean the solution, then we build the solution. Again, if I will build the solution, the file will be generated with the time, with the date and time. You can see 5:26. Okay. Now we have seen build application, rebuild application, clean application, assembly. We have, okay. Generally, assembly are of 2 types. So private assembly and public shared assembly. So private assembly means it is shared to single project. In our case, we having only one project, single project, like introduction. So we can add more project inside this solution. We can add introduction 1, like introduction 1, introduction 2, introduction 3. So when we will, in our upcoming videos, we will see in very details, in very depth, that what is private assembly and public shared assembly. For now, we can understood that if any assembly is generated, like this exe is generated, so in case of private assembly, it will be accessible only by this introduction. Okay, but if in case of shared assembly, but in case of public or shared assembly, it will be available if we having suppose more than three project, introduction 1, introduction 2, introduction 3, then in the case of shared and public assembly, it will be available for all 3 projects. So it can be consumed by different projects. So instead of placing it inside particular project, we will place inside global assembly cache. We will see in very depth in upcoming videos. So for now, build application we have seen, rebuild seen, clean seen, and what is assembly we know, we are aware about that. Then finally run. It run the application and give the output. So currently if I will click on run means start, then nothing will happen and one console application will appear and then disappear immediately. One console application has been appeared. Okay, now disappeared. So to see the output, for example, we will see in few seconds. Okay, now now error types. So there are 2 error types: compile time error and runtime error. Compile time error means, for example, there is a fixed keyword, reserved keyword like string. Okay, so I have written the string, for example, s is equal to whatever. We will see in few seconds what is this. So it is not giving an error. Okay, so if I will append here, for example, wrong spelling like D, then immediately it will give a red quick errors. It means that without build or rebuild, it is showing error that the type of namespace string ID could not be found. It means this is compile time error. And what is then runtime error? When we click on start, and if application will give an error, then it means that that is runtime error. But before starting or before build or rebuild, if it is showing error, it means that that is compile time error. Okay, now fine. Note, if there is any single or multiple warning, apart from the error, we having also a warning. For example, in this case, what we have, right, string s is equal to, so you can see here a green quick hairs, green quicks between below s. It means that this is warning. So what is saying, if there is any single or multiple warning in program, then it will run successfully without any issue. Then no issue will be appear. You can see here, if I click on build, if I will click on build will be succeed. You can see here, build succeed. There is no issue even with this warning. So it is saying, if there is any single or multiple warning in a program, then it will run successfully without any issue, we have seen. But if there is any single error, then we cannot proceed further until we resolve that error. In this case, for example, if I give it wrong spelling, if I try to build it, it will show an error. So without fixing this error, we cannot move further. Okay, so now we have seen compile time error, runtime error. Now C sharp is case sensitive. Case sensitive means this is C sharp is case sensitive. Case sensitive means the spelling or small letter or capital letter should be there. Means here, if I try to make it capital G, then it will give error. If I try to give here capital I, then it will give error. So this is case sensitive. Okay, for example, it means we cannot write here, you can see class small CLASS. We cannot write this small class to capital class, capital C with capital C. It will give compile time error. Public to public, here all is a small case, but here P and B are caps lock, in caps lock, so it will also give error. Wide to wide, it will also give error. Console to console, capital, here capital C and here small c, it will also give error. Okay, now when I create the application, we can see here using system.collection.generics, using system.link. Then what is this using and with using system.collection, system link you text threading task? This is namespace declaration. Okay, for example, like when we write console.writeLine, okay, console.writeLine, we will see in few seconds what is this. So when we write console, for example, when we write console is console.writeLine, it means that this is present in the namespace. Okay, if I will comment it out, for example, if I am removing it, you can see here for time being all are not highlighted, means this all are seems to be not enabled, because if I will remove all this, then our application will not give any error. If I will try to build the application, you can see build one succeed, there is no error. Without namespace, it is not giving error, because the namespace we have currently, this is not using in any case. So okay, this is not using in this scenario. But when I will write console.writeLine, now you can see using system is highlighted. Why? Because this console is present inside this system namespace. Okay, now if I will remove this or comment out, how to comment? Just click double backslash. Now it will give error. You can see it is showing that the name console does not exist in the current context, because it is unable to find the namespace. So if we see this type of error, and if you don't know which namespace we have to use, so just mouse over that and just click on this icon, and you can see it is showing the namespace. So click on using system, you can see using system is available here. Okay, so if you see, if you look any error like this, so we can just click on that and namespace will be available. Okay, so it is namespace declaration. For example, console is present inside this system. We have seen this console is present inside this system. So how to know that this console is available inside this system? So just click on that console and click F12 button. Click F12 to know the definition. So if I will click on console, and then when I will click, either we can click on F12 button, or either just right click on that and go to definition. There will be option go to definition. You can see here go to definition. So when I will click on go to definition, you can see here the namespace is system. Okay, so this system namespace we are using here, using system, using the keyword to use the namespace. Or if I will click here and if I will click F12, then same result will be appear. Namespace is system. Okay, now we have seen this read and write to console screen. Okay, read and write to console screen. Okay, what is read and write? So console.writeLine is used to write and console.readLine is used to read. So if I suppose if I have to print hello C# onto the console screen, so how we will print? We will write console.writeLine. Okay, console.writeLine, and this semicolon means termination of this line. Okay, termination of this line. So console.writeLine, inside that in double quotes I can write hello C#. Hello C#. Now this hello C# will be printed on the console screen, but result will be disappear immediately. You can see disappear. Why? Because console, this is printed on the console, but console screen is not awaited and not waiting for any input type. So to wait the console screen, we will use console.readLine. What is say? It is used to read. Okay, so I will use, so to write the console.writeLine, there is a shortcut keyword. We can write CW and press tab button twice. So instead of write line, we have to use read line. Now C# will be printed and it will not disappear. Hello, you can see that hello C#. Okay, what is the difference between if I will write only read instead of line, then this cursor will bring here instead of next line. So you can see that if I will remove line, then the same line cursor at the same line cursor will not blink. Okay, it is working. Okay, no issue. So console.read. Okay, so hello C# has been printed. Console.writeLine is used for print, and console.readLine is used to read. Okay, now we have seen. Now there are two ways to write to console screen. There is a concatenation and placeholder syntax. So we will see in we will look into that in few seconds when we see what is variable. So there are two ways to write console screen: concate and placeholder. Like console.writeLine hello will be printed with hello, username will be printed. So what is the username we will provide? That will be printed with hello. In second line, console.writeLine hello. So what will happen in this case? This first name, for example, I have passed the John. So John will assign to this 0, and here, for example, I have last name is Sina. So Sina will be assigned to 1, and it will print hello John Sina. So we will look into this in few seconds. Okay, so we have seen this. Now there are built-in data types in C#. Built-in data types we have not seen yet, like string, int, bool, double, or there are few more like float, decimal. So data types. So what is data types? We have seen string. Okay, string, string. Okay, now we have seen semicolon used to terminate, used for terminate the line. You can see that this is terminating the line, this is terminating the line. Okay, built-in data string will store only string. It means that string and string, or you can give any name like s I am giving, is equal to, inside double quotes you can write anything, either ABCD or 1 2 3, anything it will store. Okay, so string will store inside double quotes anything, integer like 1 2 3 4 5 6 whatever, boolean only yes or no, and double in point. So we will see in also this in few seconds. Now semicolon used for terminating the line we have seen. Escape sequence is used for print with a special character like hello C#. Special characters, it means that, for example, we having hello C#. If I will click on start, it will print hello C#. But if I want to print this with double quotes, hello C# within double quotes, so we will use escape sequence. So how to use escape sequence? You can see that like this, and just close this with, this is with a backslash like this. When I will click on, okay, we can either click on start or just click by button, click on F5 to start the application. I am clicking F5 button, F5. So you can see in double quotes hello C# has been printed. So escape sequence is used for print with special meaning. So we have seen this also. Now we having few operators we use, and we will widely use in our upcoming videos. So there is a assignment operator. Assignment operators means, for example, I am writing a string, so it will store string only. S, for example, double S, I can write anything we can, meaningful we can write, is equal to, this is equal to means assignment operator. It means that, what is the mean of this? If I write hello, it means that the right hand side value will be assigned to left hand side variable name. So this hello will be assigned to this, will be stored inside this double S. Why hello will be assigned to double S? Because we are using assignment operator. Okay, so instead of this one, if I will write this SS, so now SS hello will be print. Why hello will be print? Because inside this SS we having hello, and this SS we are going to print. So first I will show the output hello, and okay, now we should aware about how to debug. So we will see in upcoming videos. For now we can see here, for debug we have to put a breakpoint. To how to click a breakpoint, just click on that line where we want to put a breakpoint, and either click at that line here. If I will click here, then you can see red quicks here, this is breakpoint. Either there is another way for by the help of key, just click on that line and click F9. So I will click F9. Okay, and one things to remember, when we work with console screen, always when we click on a start button, first is goes to static void main. It will goes to here, it come to here first. If we having suppose 50 lines more below this, if we having suppose there is another class, we will look into that in very great details. But for now, suppose we having 50 lines below, then still it first goes to main method. So main method is our entry point. Okay, when we will click on start, it first come to main method. So you can see here it come to main method, and to go to the next line we will have to just click F10, or either we having, you can see here, step over. So if I will click F10, it goes to next line, again F10. You can see here inside SS hello is showing, and inside this ss also hello is showing, and when I click continue, hello will be printed. Okay, so this is assignment operator. Same we having in arithmetic operator. Suppose we want to add or subtract or multiply or division or find the percentage, then we will use this application. We will also look into that in very great details in just upcoming videos. After this, we having also comparison operator, double is equal to, not is equal to. Okay, conditional operator, ternary operator. We will look into that in very great details. Okay, so now after these operators, there is another one, verbum literal. So for example, I am printing here. For example, I am printing here hello C#. Okay, what will be happen if I want to print like this, hello. For example, we having a C colon this, then hello, and this C#, this one. Okay, when I will click on start, it say C, hello and C#. So the use of verbum literally used for print, but with better readability. Okay, better readability. So if I want to print like this, for example, this one, backslash, you can see it is showing error. What is showing error? Represent text at sequence of UTP coordinate to browse the .NET framework showed, means unrecognized escape sequence. Below you can see unrecognized escape sequence. But I want to print in the same way. So how we will print? We having two ways. Either we can use double backslash like this, double backslash. So it will print C colon single backslash hello, then single backslash C#. You can see here C. But the same output, C colon single backspace hello, then single backspace, and then C#, same. If you want to print, then how we will print? Just remove that and just use, there is a @ sign, verbum literal. Now it will give the same result. See, you can see. So it is for better readability. Okay, so you can see without verbum literal we will have to use double backslash, and without verbum literal we will have to use this double backslash, and with verbum literal we will have to only use @ sign. Now come to the variable parts. Variable in C#. So before this I will write string. Okay, string, for the example, name is equal to, for example, hello C#. I have written this line. It means that this name is the name of variable. This is data type. String is data type, like string, integer, double, bool, float, whatever, that is data type. After data type we give the variable name. This variable name, any type of name, any kind of name we can give, but that should be meaningful. Okay, this is variable name, this is data type, this is variable name, this is assignment operator, and this is the value. Okay, so variable in C#, int a is equal to 10, string name is equal to hello C#, double count. So at above a means this is variable name. Here name is variable name. This is data type. So int is here a is variable name is variable name, count is variable name. Now int is data type, string is data type, double is data type, and is equal to assignment operator, assignment operator, assignment operator. So at above a, name and count are variable name, and int, string and double is data type. Okay, now we having few types in C#, and it is divided into two categories, value type and reference type. So when we are writing, for example, int a is equal to 10, why because integer will store integer number a, 1 2 3 4 whatever. So you can see value type int, here int is value type. So what is value type and what is reference type, we will also see in upcoming videos in very great details. So for now, int is value type, string is reference type. So int is value type, float is value type, double is value type, but string is reference type, interface is delegate, reference type, class, delegates. So what is this? We will look into that in upcoming videos. So by default, value types are non-nullable. Non-nullable means value type will not store a null value. If I will, so we know that now int is value type, so it is non-nullable. So if I will try to assign a null value instead of null, so it will give compile time error, you can see. And on mouse over, it is showing cannot convert null to int because it is a non-nullable. So to make a non-nullable to a value type, we can use a operators like question mark. Just click question mark. Now error has been gone. We can assign a null value to integer. Not only integer, we can assign null value to any value type. So by default, value types are non-nullable. To make them nullable, use this operator. Example, int a is equal to 0. We have seen this is value type, so we cannot set to null, and also it will give compile time error. We have also seen. If I will remove this, it will give compile time error. To resolve, we will use this operator, and then it will fine. So if I will give this operator, it will work fine, no issue. Okay, now we having two types of conversion: implicit conversion and explicit conversion. So what's the need of conversion first? What's the need of conversion first? For example, okay, for example, int a is equal to 10. Okay, we know that, suppose we know that double value will have in point value. So for I will see in just example. So first the definition: two types of conversion, implicit and explicit. Implicit is conversion is done by the compiler, but when it will convert, when data should not be lost. Data should not be lost, and there should not be possibility of any exceptions. For example, we know that double is greater than integer. So for example, if we having a integer value, okay, if we having an integer value like int a is equal to 10, and if you want to convert into double, okay, double b is equal to, I will assign a. Okay, so it is not giving any error, and we know that a means 10. So inside a, 10 is stored. Now a have 10 values, and this 10 will be stored inside double. So there is no data flow. There is no chance of data. There is no chance of data loss. Why? Because double will have like in decimal value like 10.25, but integer will only without decimal. So there is no chance of data loss. So this conversion is done by the compiler. What is compiler? We will see. Now implicit conversion we have done, like a conversion from int to float or will not have any issue, but conversion from float to int will have issue. Example, because we will lose fractional part, and also we have chance of exceptions. Okay. So int a is equal to 10. Float b is equal to, will not have any issue. Okay. Now implicit conversion we have seen. Now explicit conversion is done by us when there is any possibility of data loss. So just reverse of this. Just reverse of this. So for example, if we having a double, a is equal to 10, not a, for example, x is equal to 10, terminate the line, and then int y is equal to x. In this case, there is a loss, there is a chance of loss, and you can see here it is giving compiler error because double will have 10, and you can see here cannot implicitly convert a double to int. Why? Because double is larger value than int, because it's having that fractional part, and there is a chance of lost that fractional part. Okay, so this is implicit and explicit conversion, and we will look into that in upcoming videos, because this is widely used in every application. So we will look into that also. Now I think for today it is sufficient. So you can subscribe the channel to get the latest upcoming tutorials, and also you can like, subscribe and share. Okay, now there is also most important part. If you have any query related to these videos, then you can send me a mail on the below mail id fresher2coder@gmail.com. and if you are writing a code and that is giving any error, and if you are trying to resolve but that is not going to resolve, then you can send me also that particular code, and I will resolve that and will send you in the same way. Okay, so in upcoming videos we will see now what is class, what is this method, like what is class, what is this open curly braces, closing curly braces, and what is this method. So in upcoming videos we will see. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.